The Cursed Mystery of Room 307 at Nabinagar Hospital. It was a cold winter night in 1989. A thick fog covered the town, and an eerie silence hung in the air. Inside the old Nabinagar Hospital, only a few dim lights remained on as the night shift continued. That night, a young nurse named Shyuli was on duty. She had joined the hospital only 2 weeks earlier. Since her first day, her co-workers had repeatedly warned her about one place. Room 307. The room had been locked and abandoned for years. Some said a patient had died there under mysterious circumstances. Others whispered that strange sounds could still be heard coming from inside late at night. But Shyuli dismissed the stories as nothing more than superstition. As the night grew darker, the hospital became unusually quiet. Then, at exactly 1:17 a.m., the silence was shattered. A call bell rang. Ding. 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 Shyuli froze. She quickly checked the nurse station panel. The signal was coming from room 307. A chill ran down her spine. Everyone knew that room 307 had been closed for years. Yet, driven by her sense of duty, she grabbed a flashlight and headed toward the third floor. The corridor was silent. Only the sound of her footsteps echoed through the darkness. When she finally reached room 307, she stopped. The faded number on the dusty door was barely visible. 307. Then she heard something. A faint voice from inside. "Help me." Her heart began to pound. Slowly, she placed her hand on the doorknob. The room was supposed to be locked. But the door creaked open on its own. Creak. Creak. The room was pitch black. Shyuli pointed her flashlight inside. At first, she saw nothing. Then the beam landed on an old hospital bed. Someone was sitting on it. A patient. The figure remained motionless. Its face was hidden in the darkness. Only two unnaturally black eyes reflected the light. With a trembling voice, Shyuli asked, "Who are you?" The figure slowly lifted its head. A horrifying smile appeared across its face. Then it whispered, "I've been waiting for a very long time." Suddenly, every light in the room turned on. Shyuli gasped. The walls were covered with countless handprints. Dark stains resembling dried blood stretched across the floor. And in every corner of the room stood shadowy figures. Watching her. Waiting. Before she could run, the door slammed shut behind her. No one else in the hospital heard a sound after that. The next morning, hospital staff gathered outside room 307. What they found still haunts the town to this day. A pair of nursing shoes lay on the floor in front of the door. They belonged to Shyuli. But Shyuli herself was gone. The police searched the entire hospital. Every room. Every hallway. Every basement. Every inch of the building. But they never found her. She had vanished without a trace. Even today, some people claim that at exactly 1:17 a.m., a call bell can still be heard ringing from the third floor of Nabinagar Hospital. And those who dare to approach room 307 say they hear a woman's voice coming from behind the door. A desperate whisper. "Help me." Many believe that voice belongs to Shyuli. And then, the corridor falls silent once again. But the question remains. What really happened to Nurse Shyuli that night inside room 307? Ghost Hospital Crescent Moon.